let's start with our part 2 discussion under in the patterns among non-living things. So last time no we had a discussion about the patterns among the living things organism no. For example, yung golden ratio, the Fibonacci sequence, the golden angle, okay, and yun the different perspective of philosophers about the patterns among the living things organism. So ngayon, let's proceed into the patterns among the living things. And one of the example for here po is the fractals. No? So take note that the fractal is a shape that looks the same even no, when you zoom it. So if you're going to zoom in these fractals po, so parang the same lang po yung mga evenly the same lang po yung mga output or mga images natin dito no. So if we're going the zoom images no, as you can see the arrangement of the fractals po is the same po no. So that is the pattern of the living things. Yun. And this is called similarity, self-similarity. So take note, this is called the self-similarity. For example, for this is the snowflakes, lightning, the coastline, and even the ferns. That is the fractals. Fractals are also used in the computer for the graphic design, like in games or any animations. So, what do you notice when you look closely at the snowflake now? So, as we observe the snowflake, 'di ba, yung mag-extend yung mga snowflake angles, the same lang po yung mga arrangement. Okay? And yun, next, uh, this is the example of the self-similarity. So, the self-similarity that is a property where each part resembles the whole. As you can see, the self-similarity of this triangle, no, look, if you're looking inside, no, there's no changes. 'Di ba? If you're zooming in, yung mga images po inside the self-similarity, the same lang po yan. Okay, got it, class? That is the self-similarity. If you and zooming in, the same lang po yung 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 sizes, yung images, no? So that parang fractals, no? Okay, specific example na yan ng fractals, self-similarity. And the patterns among the non-living things, another example is yung crystals. The crystals are solids with involved atoms arranged in repeating patterns. And depending on how they form, and they can be cubic, hexagonal, tetragonal, and more, no? More polygons, no? An example include yung salt, 'di ba? Mga salt, 'di ba? Sea salt, 'yan. Pwede 'yan, no? And cubic, no? Salt is cubic, no? Yung ginagamit natin, no? Kung kumakain tayo ng balot, 'di ba? Merong mga iodized salt, no? If you're zooming in the salt no, using the microscopic tools, the same lang po yung mga images, no? Cubic po talaga, no? Hexagonal, no? Hexagonal. Or for another example naman, yung quartz, no? Quartz is hexagonal. Pyrite naman, that is a cold, cubic, no? Also called false gold, no? Yung pyrite, di ba? And their beauty is direct result of their mathematical structure. Okay, next. The patterns among non-living things. So, here is the example or the types of the solid crystals, no? In the patterns among the living things, una yung cubic, no? So, yung cubic that is symmetrical cube like shapes. No? Pag sinasabing cube, no? Like the Rubik's cube, di ba? Merong volume, merong length, width, and height, no? Yan, merong volume. And hexagonal naman, so six-sided structure, quartz, snowflake. So yan po yung mga hexagonal. And yung tetragonal naman is stretch cube-like shapes. Meron pong, aside sa Rubik's Cube class, meron pong mga Rubik's tetragonal, no, cube. Merong mga Rubik's uh, Depende yan, no, sa mga pattern yan, no. And next naman, the orthorhombic, no, rectangular box shape or topaz, no. So that is the example of the non-living things. Monoclinic, no, na tilted rectangular structures, gypsum. 'Di ba yung gypsum is ina-apply yan sa mga agricultural land, 'di ba? For example, yung sa mga banana plantation, yung white, something white, that's gypsum. Okay? Have you seen that one class? Gypsum? Kanang gina-apply ba sa mga agricultural land? Siguro if you're not familiar no kasi hindi kayo
Abuno
nag
na, sir.
I don't know if matatawag ba na abono yung gypsum. Yung purpose kasi ng gypsum is to cool down the temperature. Siguro yun yan po yung understanding, no, to cool down the temperature sa land. Kasi yung land kasi is mainit, no, pag mayroong gypsum po class is parang cold, cold, no, yung land po. And that triclinic, no, that is the less symmetrical or irregular shapes, turquoise. Okay, so yun. And the patterns among non-living things, ito yung pyrite, no, the minerals with a metallic luster and cubic crystal form. So, ito po yung tinatawag na false gold, no, because it looks like a real gold. Siguro, pag if you seen this one, no, well, parang gold na talaga, no, pero hindi pala class, no. That is a false gold. Malalaman mo kasi kung pure gold po class is pag gagamitan mo yan ng mercury, no, then makuha ng mercury, pag isunog mo yung mercury, talagang merong matitirang gold, no. Pero yung pyrite is hindi, no. False gold yan. Example of cubic crystal system in nature. I don't know if mabibili ba yung pyrite, no, or ma-mining po ba. So, yung minamine po kasi is yung gold po talaga yung mga best, no, mga diamond, no, kasi pricey yan, medyo pricey, mataas yung price in the market. And ngayon naman, ibang pattern na po ito, no. Hindi na po ito kasali sa non-living things, no. Ito is pattern ng biological patterns, no. Patterns between the sexes, no. And yun, first let's talk about the high differences of the on the average, males tend to be taller than females. So as you can see, 'di ba mas marami pong lalaki na matataas, right? Bakit matataas yung mga lalaki kaysa babae? No, if you're comparing even in your classroom, even in your section, if you are comparing the height of the males and females, mas dominante yung height ng males, right? No, so that is biological patterns. And this is because of genetics and the hormones that influence growth. Siguro mas mataas yung hormones ng mga lalaki for hormones, yung growth, no, hormones ng mga lalaki kaysa babae. Males usually have more. Ay, next naman, about yung sa height, no, is yung strength and the physiology of ng mga lalaki. 'Di ba mas strengthen yung lalaki, no? So more in work, yung mga mabibigat na work is talagang hina-hire is lalaki. No, for example, if you are a loader, no, sa agricultural, 'di ba? If kanang nag-aalsa ka boxes ba, no? Hauling ng boxes, no, saging. Mostly kasi lalaki yung tumatrabaho diyan. No, even the farm. Meron namang mga babae pero minimal na work lang yung sa mga babae. So more in lalaki po. Basta strength, physical strength, no. Males generally have a greater muscle, no, than in the female. 'Di ba? Pag biceps pa lang nimo, if you're showing your biceps, makikita na talaga ng biceps yung mga lalaki. No, even the abs, no? The abdominal, no? Strength, no? Abs mo, 'di ba? Parang may pandesal, no? So, yun, the males generally have a greater muscle than mass, while the female have a higher body fat percentage important for reproduction. Yung focus kasi ng mga babae is yung fat nila. No, yung body fat ng mga babae is very important po yan class 2 to for reproduction. No, reproduction para mabuntis, no. Yun. Body fat ng mga babae plays a vital role in reproduction, especially in supporting for pregnancy. So, yun po, pag mabubuntis po talaga yung mga babae class, mas meron silang i-exist na mga fats, no, para syempre to help, no. Hindi naman abs, no, na lumalabas yan pag mabuntis yung babae. So, dapat body fats po talaga. No, 'di ba? Pag ikaw girls, if you are in 50 kilos, pag if you are pregnant po, maging 70 kilos, 65 kilos, no. For supporting your baby, body fat 'yan, no. And the birth ratio naman, lastly, the birth ratio. Did you know that the slightly more males are born than females? The average is about 105 boys for every 100 girls. This might sound uneven, no, but nature balances it out since the males generally have a higher mortality rates, and these births differences help keeps the overall population stable. And that is the stabilization of nature class. Mas higher po talaga yung birth ng mga lalaki. 105 is to 100 girls, no? So 100 girls, meron po talagang ma-vert na mga 105 boys. Pero, mas higher ang mortality rate sa lalaki. Bakit po? Kasi yung lalaki talaga is babad siya in work, no? Babad sa mga bisyo, no? Mag-scatter pa, mag-inom pa, 'di ba? 'Yun, no? So, 'di ba, yung mostly sa lalaki, 30 years old below, may high blood na. 40 years old below, may high blood na, no? So, yun, higher mortality rate yung mga lalaki. And even in the army class, mga armed forces, dominant yung mga lalaki. No, ano sila po talaga yung vulnerable, no? Sa mga, yun, sa mga war, no? War, conflict, yan. So, that is parang stabilization, no, ng nature. Dapat maging balance, no? Ika nga, di ba, sabi ni brother is, dapat balance yung matrix, no? So, hindi talaga pwede na mas marami yung lalaki kaysa babae. So, dapat pantay lang, balance lang. Okay. So, ngayon is, siguro mas marami na yung mga babae, no? Kasi pag merong lalaki, maging LGBTQ plus naman na member. And that's normal, no? Evolution, di ba? Evolution. Hindi lang evolution sa monkey hanggang human, no? Pwede rin maging evolution yung feelings, no? Even kayo, baka meron kayong gender crisis ngayon, di ba? Hindi mo pa alam kung ano yung gender mo, lalaki ka ba or babae ka ba, di ba? So yun. Next slide. The patterns between the sexes, the social and behavioral patterns. For the behavioral trend po students, uh, these differences between the males and female, I know. For the behavioral trends, studies have shown that males often take more physical risk. 'Di ba? Mostly kasi yung mga lalaki is 'di ba, invite ng sumbagay tayo, no, 'di ba? Magrambulan tayo. So 'yun, mas higher yung physical risk ng mga lalaki, no? And higher yung mortality rate. 'Yun. And this could mean trying extreme sports, dangerous stunts, no? Or even in the risky decision. Yan po yung mga lalaki, no? Medyo risky po yan, no? Musukol ug musukol jud na, no? Makigsumbagay, makigpatay, you know. On the other hand, the females tend to show the stronger social and empathic behaviors. Mostly kasi sa mga babae is more in words. Wordings, masakit yung mga words nila, always right yung mga words nila. Pero yung mga lalaki is parang maliit lang yung words ng mga lalaki, no? More in physical talaga yung lalaki. And yung mga babae, social empathetic behavior. And they are often more caring, 'di ba? Mostly sa mga mama, mga papa, ay sa mga mama, sa ate, no, mga ante, lula, more in showing caring behavior and yun, no. Caring sila and caring sila and yung they show love, nurturing, 'di ba? Sensitive to the feelings of others. So that's why class, pag behavioral trends, no. So do not argue na po, no. Yung mga babae po talaga is very sensitive sa feelings. Okay, nagets niyo po ba? No. So even little jokes lang, no, sa mga lalaki. Pwede 'yan maka hurt ng feelings ng mga babae. So that is why you need to love your girlfriend, your mother, your ate. No, very sensitive sila. So that is why if you are going to approach sa mga babae po, dapat kanang approach lang po na parang malumanay lang. No, if you are a boy, no. So do not harsh the babae, no. Anong harsh kayo ba? Greedy kayo, no? Yung lalaki. So hindi po sila ganon. No, yung mga babae po talaga is hindi evenly distributed yung feelings nila, no. Sa mga lalaki is okay lang, no. Medyo ang lalaki kasi bully, no. Bully, greedy, ah, harsh, no, na makipag-talk sa babae. So dapat maging sensitive ka, no. Oh, sa mga sinasabi, no, into the girls. Ah, so yun. So that is trend na po yan, no? Behavioral trends. And meron na po yan, no, na mga basis for the studies po. And finally, let's look about the educational work, no? The participation in certain careers often reflects both biology and social influence. For example, for the engineering is still a male dominated. Yan. Kasi yung math kasi, no, yung math reasoning ng mga lalaki class is mas higher, much higher, no, doon sa mga babae. Yan. And of course, while the caregiving naman, nursing is dominant po yung mga babae. Kasi in the behavioral trends, no, sa behavioral pattern po, dominant kasi yung feelings ng mga babae about nurturing, caring, love, no. So sa engineering field is mostly lalaki. Even na babae, even merong babae class, mostly is lalaki. And sa mga nursing, talagang babae po talaga. No, iba kasi mag-love yung mga babae. No. How about kami sir na member ng LGBTQ+? I don't know, no. Ay, hindi naman ako member, no. It's up to you. If you are reflecting the side of the girl, siguro kung mataas yung hormonal mo sa mga babae, if you are LGBTQ+, siguro ma-feel mo yan na caring ka, no? Kasi hormonal na yan, di ba? Pag mataas yung hormones mo, di ba, yung iba is nagtitake ng pills, di ba, para lumago yung boobs ng mga, even you are boy, para dako daw ang boobs, mag-intake sila ng pills. Siguro, it affects your feelings po, no? Correct me if I'm wrong po, no? Siguro yan po yung mga yung mga perception ko about dyan, no? So yun, yung mga nursing, no? So, dominant po yung mga babae. So it just shows a pattern na influenced by both natural differences and society's expectation. And so this pattern remind us that while there are general differences, babae, lalaki, they don't define what individuals can achieve, no? And ngayon plus is parang pantay-pantay na yung mga pagturing natin, no, sa mga babae at lalaki, no. Not all the lalaki po, yan po yung mga work nila. Meron na po mga babae na mga drivers, no, 'di ba? So 'yun. So the patterns between the sexes evolutionary significance. So this pattern is very important po, no, because they actually help in population balance and survival. So hindi po kasi dapat plus na hindi mag-survive yung mga human being, no. So importante po talaga na maging balance po na for the survival. And for example, remember that the birth ratio we discussed earlier, slightly more boys are born than girls, no? About 105 for every 100 girls. This may seem unfair at the first place, no? But it ensures that the adult population stays balanced. And since males generally face higher risk and mortality, also the biological and social differences between the sexes provide complementary strength, no? For example, yung males may contribute more physical strength, while yung female naman provides nurturing and social bonding skills that are essential for reproduction and raising families. When combining this strength allows humans as the species to survive, reproduce, and thrive. Now, in short, nature has designed these patterns to make sure that both sexes contribute to the continuation of human life. So hindi po talaga class na maging the same lang po, no? Dapat yung mga lalaki is sensitive. Hindi pwede class, no? Maging sensitive yung mga lalaki, no? Meron talagang conflict. So dapat isa lang yung maging sensitive, 'di ba? If you are in a relationship, so dapat merong isang sensitive, no? Para yung isa is siya po mag-guide doon sa boy na, uy, know your limitation na po, no? Medyo kasi yung mga boy, mga lalaki is insensitive po ba, 'di ba? Na hindi nila alam na meron na pong conflict or ah, lumagpas na sa boundary. So dapat know your limitation, no? If you are in the relationship, no? If you are a student, know your limitation po. Mostly kasi ng mga student is yung instructor and the students are equal lang equal lang po yung mga boundary nila. No, no. So know your boundary po. No. Hindi po basta you are inside in the academy po. Pero pag nasa labas ka na, kung for me lang, pag nasa labas na tayo, tropa tayo. No, kung if you are inviting me for mag-inuman, mag-party, walang problema. Pero here in the academic, no. So know your boundary, no. So yun, no. So yun po, no. Para maging balance, no. Ika nga ni brother, 'di ba? Dapat balance yung matrix, no. Para hindi ma-brother. Yan. So next slide, the patterns between the sexes, no. And this is the male height distribution. So ito yung nagathered ko na graph, no, for the male height in inches, no. Medyo 'di ba sa mga basketball, 'di ba, mas dominant yung mga lalaki, no, in height, no. Sa mga babae is merong mga babae naman na matataas, matatangkad, pero mataas talaga yung mga 'di ba, in hiring if you're applying for the uniform personnel po class, basta sa mga hiring processes, yung requirement sa male sa height ha is 5'2". Sa una, no, is 5'4" sa lalaki. Ngayon class 5'2" na sa lalaki. No, meron kasing mga lalaki na putot, no, sa Bisaya pa putot, no, hindi matatangkad, medyo maliit. Maliit lang yung height differences. So 5'2" na yung height requirement ng mga lalaki. For the girls naman, if you are applying for the police officer, yung requirement na nila is 4'8" in height. 4'8", no? 'Di ba? Not all of the girls po students is 5 flat. 'Di ba? Meron po mga 4 flat, no? 4 5, 4 6, 4 7 na mga babae. 'Di ba? And mas okay, no, na mataas yung lalaki and medyo mababa lang height yung lalaki, 'di ba? If you are going to partner the boy and the girl, no? Pangit naman, no, if mataas yung lalaki, 'di ba? Then yung boy is maliit, no? Parang anak mo yung lalaki. Parang manghod mo, no? Parang brother mo. So dapat mas dominant talaga yung height ng mga lalaki. And the patterns in human population na pa, were done po in the sexes, no? Patterns in the sexes. The population grows following mathematical models, no? The arithmetic growth, population increases by constantly po talaga yung pattern, no, sa increasing ng population in each time period. The pattern is additive, graph in the straight line. No, as you can see, ah, 'di ba, overcrowded na, no, overpopulated na po, no, lahat ng mga countries. Meron po talagang countries karon plus na they are struggling, no, sa population nila. Anong country na nalaman nyo struggling for the population?
Ah,
Japan, sir.
Japan, yeah, that's right.
China.
China. I don't know sa China, bro. Ang for me lang yung nag-struggle ngayon is Japan, right? No, Japan. Kasi class,
Yes,
legal
sir,
oh.
Japan.
India.
how can you say so po, sir, na Japan po? Kay,
Kasi
kung ano nga, sir, so,
Philippines.
yung Japan po kasi class, babad sila sa work, no? Babad sila sa work. And yun, compensated sila sa kanilang overtime work, no? And legal po sa kanila yung meron kasi yung mga babae, no, na yung for fun nila, no, sa mga boys. So, pag magkaanak ka ng isa or dalawa class, very expensive sa kanila. No, very expensive and wala na silang time sa kanilang family. Babad sila sa work. So that is why they struggling, no, sa kanilang population ngayon. No? So yun, and dito naman sa Pinas, no, so hindi, walang, meron namang family planning, pero yung for for the for people po, no, sa mga below the average income po, is hindi, wala sa kanilang mind, no, yung family planning. Sa kanila is family planted, no, or family planting. Yun, no, imbis mag-budget, no, kasi mababa lang yung salary nila. So family planting, no, instead if they're going to budgeting, no. That is why class, yung graph, no, dito sa Pinas, tumataas yung population natin. While tumataas yung population, tumataas din yung mga poor, no, and the below average income, and tumataas yung tax natin. So that is the pattern in the human population. So for example, no, if a town grows by plus 1,000 people every year, so in this, for example, we have the base po 10,000, no, in 1 year. In 2 years po, that is 11,000. In 3 years, 12,000. In the fourth year, 13,000. So growth is steady, no, but slower in the long run compared to exponential. So arithmetic growth po ito kasi class. Pag arithmetic growth, that is yung pattern po dito is plus lang plus. No, if yung plus every year is 1,000, another year plus 1,000. That is arithmetic growth. So, yun. Compared to exponential, iba kasi yung exponential class. No, yung exponential, for example, 2 times 2, 2 raised to 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is exponential. Parang amoeba, no, bacteria, no. Amoeba bacteria is exponential 'yan. And ito yung exponential growth class, no. Population multiplies by fixed percentage or rate over time. Pattern is multiplicative. No? Yung sabi ko is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Meron siyang exponent, no, or degree. Power, yan, di ba? Raised to the power of 2 raised to the power of 4, yan. No. Example, a population doubles every 30 years. Yun. So in year 1, 2, no, in year 0 is 2. After 30 years class, maging 4 na 'yan, no? And after in 30 years, 4 na. For example, we have 1 million, no? After 30 years, maging 4. Ayan. And after 60 years, maging 8 na 'yan, no? So that is exponential growth. Here in the Philippines po, ay parang siguro nearly lang into exponential. Yung masasabi ko talagang exponential ngayon is yung sa India. India class is sila po yung biggest population, no? 2 billion sila. And yung susunod sa India is China, no? Maging 2 billion na po ang China. So 'di ba pag lumalaban tayo sa China class, lugi tayo, no? In terms of the population, malaki yung China. In the Philippines po, ilang 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 numbers po yung population dito sa Philippines. Number of population here in the Philippines. Meron ba kayong survey na data? 115.8 million lang po in the Philippines. Ano. So, in 2024 yan, no? In 2023, tingnan natin, 114 million. Siguro in every year in the Philippines plus 1,000 lang, ay plus 1 million lang, no? For me no, that is my observation. In China class, pila man sa China? 1.4 billion, di ba? Versus 100 million, di ba? Lugi tayo. No, wag makig-away no sa strongest no. Yan. And next naman the direct versus the inverse variation. So pag sinasabing direct variation po student, the two variables are direct proportion when one increases, the other also increases at a constant rate. So pag sinasabing direct variation, yung bottom line po dito, if the for example ha, in research po no, one dependent variable, one independent variable. Pag merong positive relationship, pag mag-increase yung isa, mag-increase din yung isa. For example, if si Tapia is mataas yung study habit ni Tapia, the more pud nga mataas pud ang iyang grade. That is the direct variation. Nagets po student, no? For example lang, the more ka nga sige kag I love you no sa imong partner, the more pud siya nga ma-in love sa imuha. That is the direct variation. Yan. Now, the more nga mukaon ka, the more pud nga unsa man manambok ka, di ba? That is direct variation. No, the more nga butan ka sa imong balay, the more pud nga dako kag allowance. Tama ba? No? Ay dili.
Dili, sir.
Ay constant inyong kuha na. That is not a direct variation, no? Kay even bisag kung saan mo kabutan, no, imong balon is 150 raman per week, o, di ba? Yan. And the formula for that is y is equal to k sub x, no? Where k is the constant, the variation, and the straight line through the origin 0 and 0. For example, ito yung direct variation class, salary and the work hours of work. Yung itong symbol class is proportion yan. No, and I don't know ano yung tawag diyan, no. Yung symbol diyan is proportion yan. If the pay rate is 100 per hour, then the working 5 hours is 500 pesos. That is the direct variation. Diba? In every hour, if yung salary mo is 100 pesos, so in 5 hours, meron ka ng 500. Now, i-multiply mo lang yung constant value doon sa total number, no? Or kung ano yung gusto mong i-multiply. Direct variation. Even, 'di ba, if you are in working in the parlor, sa parlor ba, 'di ba, 'di ba pila man ang head, maggupit ka, 50 pesos, no? If you're cutting the heads, no, the hair, 'di ba? 'Di ba, if you're working in the parlor, no, if meron kang 10 clients, 50 pesos, no? 50 times 10, no? 10 clients, no? So, meron ka ng 500, no? Ayan, no? That is direct variation. Pag ma-increase yung isa, ni-increase yung isa, no? If mag-increase yung x variable, increase yung y variable, no? That is positive relationship. Wait, paki-take note dyan, class, ha? Kasi lalabas yan sa research nyo in your fourth year. Di ba? Mag-research kayo in fourth year. No? That is direct. Pag tumaas yung isa, tataas yung isa. No? And inverse variation naman, class. Iba yung inverse, kabaliktaran. No? Two variables are inverse proportion when one increases, the other decreases at constant rate. Meron pong mag-decrease, no? Pag mag-increase yung x variable, yung y variable naman mag-decrease. Pag mag-increase yung y variable, yung x variable naman mag-decrease. For example, research po ha. For example, pag less yung depression mo, so it means yung tawag nito yung academic performance mo mataas, 'di ba? Oh. Pag mataas yung depression rate mo, depression ha, your emotion, pag mataas yung depression mo, yung academic performance is lumiliit. That is inverse variation. Nagets po, students? Nagets po ba? Okay. And the formula for that is y is equal to k over x, where k is the constant of variation. For example, speed and one and time. For example lang, sakyanan. So, at 50 kilometer per hour, in 2 hours, no? At 100 kilometer per hour is in just 1 hour. Ano man, no? For example, if ipagpadagan kag motor or sakyanan, di ba? Kung 50 kilometer per hour lang imong dagan plus, kana siya mo dagan na siya og duha ka oras, no? If imong dagan is 100 kilometer, in just 1 hour ra na, no? For example, mag-drive ka og motor, no? Davao to Santo Tomas to Davao. Kung 50 kilometer lang per hour imong dagan, 'di ba, mga pila ka oras ka maabot sa Davao? Duha ka oras, no? Example lang, walay traffic. Walay traffic ha. Oh, walay traffic. Duha ra ka oras, no? Duha ka oras. Pero kung if you're running the vehicle po, 100 per kilometer, kusog lang kayo na siya no, 100. Pero ang kusog 150 na wala po ko ka-try og naka top speed na ko sa motor 150, no? Hapit hapit ako na maggukod ang kandila, no? Kusog na kay na 150. 100 kusog na siya, no? Sa akong motor. Kaya man padagan ng motor 100 og kuan 100. So kanang Davao kaya na ako na i-travel 1 hour. Kanang Tagum is kung kusog akong dagaw na 100 kilometer per hour, siguro 20 minutes makuha na ako ng Tagum. Abot na ko dito sa katong dito dapitas sa may gasoline station sa Tagum, no? So nagets po ba, students, yung inverse variation, no? Mataas imong speed, mobaba ang time, no? Taas kung baba ang speed, ang time tataas, no? Yung example po dito, yung nag-travel po kami sa Surigao. No, hinay man padagan akong papa, no, kay pang pamilya makaidagan sa akong papa na abutan jud mi og 12 hours. Pero if mag-commute ka og van or mag-motor ka, no, top speed nimo is 100. Surigao is kaya siya i-travel og 6 hours, no. Mo na pag-commute na lang mo. No, yan. And the direct versus the indirect, yan. The direct variation class, both variables move in the same direction. Variables no x and y. The inverse variation naman, the variables move in opposite direction. No? Kinsa man na divine na nasa likod nimo. Oh, sorry.
Pika section sir.
Position. And the business cycle naman, ito yung business cycle, no, refers to the natural rise and fall of economic activity over time. And measuring the changes in GDP, the gross domestic product, the employment, and the production. Very important po yung gross domestic product class, no? Dapat tataas yung gross domestic product natin class. Bawal pong maging balance lang, maging constant lang yung GDP natin, no? Dapat tataas, no? And 'di ba, as you can see, yung GDP last COVID-19 mababa, right? No, because of yung mga tao is nasa loob lang ng bahay. So that is one of the struggle, no, ng government natin, no. And the phase business cycle, no, the expansion, pag expansion po class, ito. As you can see, ito yung expansion. Yan. Expansion, that is the economy grows, the business invest, jobs increase, income rises, no? Expansion. And the peak season naman, highest point of growth before slowdown. Ano yung peak season? For example, December, 'di ba? Pag December is maraming pera yung tao, maraming bonuses, 13th month or 14th month ba 'yan? 'Di ba? Mga incentives, peak season 'yan. Yung sales ng mga business owners mataas, no? Peak season 'yan, no? Okay. Even sa mga agricultural, no, supply, merong peak season sa agricultural supply. Yan. And the recession naman, that is the declining or the decline in economic activity. Businesses slow down and employment rises. One of the example po dito, no, pag businesses slow down, January, one of the struggle no sa mga business owner po, students, pag January. 'Di ba after sa peak season ng December, yung recession naman is January. Okay, nagets po ba, students? No, walang pera yung mga parents niyo, no? Mainit yung ulo nila. Basta January. January. Yan, January pababa. And the trough naman is the lowest point or the economy bottoms out, 'di ba? The trough. Grabe. And the recovery is recession pababa. Siguro yung recession diyan is January. Then February, March, no, walang pera, no? April, that is the trough of the uh, yan, recession depression, na mababa na yung depression, no? Okay? And next naman, the human productivity. No, the productivity of the people is also observed to follow pattern. And this pattern is given a name. And the human productivity ratio po is 80 is to 20. 80 is to 20. The percent pool, no, is called the law of by the vital few. That is the role of the vital few. And this rule consequences of an observation that people working in an organization do not perform in equal measure in relation to productivity. Often it's only 20% who produce 80% of the group's entire. So ito yung mga example ha. Pag sinasabing 80 is to 20 class or 20 is to 80 po, ah dapat 20% of the people often produce 80% of the total output. And these differences can be influenced by many factors. So pwede pong ma-influensyahan class of the skills, of the technology, access of the technology, and even working condition. But here's the key idea, no? More focused effort usually leads to more results. However, there is also a warning, no? If you push yourself too much po, students, overwork can lead to diminishing returns. And in other words, working beyond your limit does not always give better results. Tama po ba? If you're working over the limit, no? Walang better results. Pangit po talaga yung results, 'di ba? For example, if dugay ka no mo mata no. Example, mo mata kag alas 10 no, nya daghan kag trabaon. 'Di ba you are working harder no, faster. So yung results is pangit po talaga. 'Di ba? That is why na yung mga mayayaman is ini-encourage kayo na if you want to reach no, wake up early. Mao yun na siya class no ang yung kasabihan no. Dili ka madato kung mata ka alas 10. Ako di po gumadato eh. Wala mo naman yun eh, no. So these rules remind us that the success is often driven by small portion of effort of our people, no. And that efficiency and balance are more important than simply working long hours. And ito yung the Pareto principles. Yung Pareto principles po, class, ito yung Pareto principles. 20% is equal to 80, turns to 80%. This principle says that in many situations, 80% results come from just 20% causes. In other words, the small number of inputs then produce the largest part of the output. And the principle is named Vilfredo Pareto, no? An Italian economist from 1890s. He noticed that in the Italy po, about 80% of the land was owned by only 20% of the population. That's where the rule began. And today's that the principle is applied in many areas. Pwede po siyang ma-apply in the business, economics, productivity, and in the decision making. For example, no, in the company, 20% of the customers may bring 80% of the sales. Yan po yung Pareto principle in the business po, class, no? 80% ay 20% ng customers dapat makapag-bring siya ng 80% of the sales. Now, for example, meron po tayong 20% ng mga customers na ah, nag-buy ng mga products. So dapat yung sales nila is dapat 80%. Even in the manpower, no? If example lang, si si Rayan, no? Gagawa siya ng fried chicken businesses, no? So dapat sa two persons niya na mga mga manpower niya, or yung mga employees niya, dapat 80% po is yung income, no, na mag-gain nila. So that is Pareto principle. Even in my business post class, no, napug ko'y business. Um, for example, yung lowest ko na mga client, no, VA man ko ba, virtual assistant po ko ba, no, freelance ko. So dapat ang ako ang project is 2,000 per project na ako, no. So naman ko'y tao po nga mo trabaho ana. So ako yung hatag ana is 200 lang, no. So ako is 10 is to 90%, no. That is business, no. That is Pareto principle. Dapat meron kang income. Okay. And ito, no, the Pareto principles. The small percentage of inputs, 20% often generate the majority outputs of 80%. And not always exactly 80 to is to 20, but the principle shows imbalance between cause and effect. Pero po, so you need to observe po, ha. Baka the more na mataas yung income, the more yung quality na maapektuhan, no? Maging low quality na yung mga product mo kasi yung mindset mo is dapat yung income po talaga, no. So you need to check the quality, no, aside for your income, no. And that would be all for the second topic, no, ng ating last part 2 lesson po, under in the lesson 2. And thank you so much. Ngayon, sige, let's start with our oral, no. Secretary, kindly take note. Sige, manawag ko, ha. Ay, pwede na pa mag-volunteer, no. First is pwede ra mag Tagalog, no. Kung magbisaya ka gamay lang, ayaw itanan po lang Bisaya. Uy, grabe na pod na. Uy, no office ad ka. No, atong pong i-check pod, no. Ako lang pwede magbisaya, no. Kamo is dili pwede. Siguro mga 5% lang ang Bisaya. Okay yung mag-Tagalog or mag-English ka. Sige, anyone to volunteer, what have you learned in my topic po? Anyone? Yes, Pocholo, Ilensano. Pag once na naka nakatubag nakaputyo, putyo sumuk putyo eh. Usa man yun, usa may angga nimo doy. Ayun na putyo eh. Ilensano na lang
Shorts
eh.
na lang sir for short.
Ha?
Sige po.
Ay, mas okay cholo.
Okay na sir.
Cholo lang. Mas okay cholo. Cholo lang. Oh, pangalan sa iro cholo.
Happy Cholo.
Pangalan sa iro ay cholo. Okay, sige.
Okay sir,
What have you learned in my topic? Okay, sige. What have you learned in my topic? Pocholo.
okay. So the way I see things is that po sir is in today's discussion, I've learned such knowledge nga kanang wala pa mo na face, most especially sa katong mga arithmetic growth, exponential growth, direct variation, and of course the in
Sige,
katong
give
mga
me one example.
indirect.
Give me one example. Huwag mong lahatin. Give me one example. Huwag mong lahatin.
Ay, okay, sorry sir, di ko naman sinasadya. Sorry. Okay, so I would like to stick to the topic of ano sir, phase of the business cycle and human productivity. You know what sir, karon ako ka ano po kabalo nga naadi ay present ang ato ang pag sa human productivity po. And then sa phases of business sir is that